starts. No crane strikes, no leopard spots, no dragon tails, nothing fancy, no dim mock death touch. These are real strikes that really work. Years of experience and knowledge has brought me to these strikes, okay? Follow them and you will be successful. In the street, in the ring, in the cage, in the oil ring, in the mud wrestling arena, whatever you choose to do, okay, follow these strikes. Okay, this is going to be number 4 and 5. I'm going to put them together, okay? The elbow and the forearm, very closely related, but there is a slight difference, and I'm going to show you what that is. First, I'm going to go over the elbow. The elbow is very effective because it's just all bone, okay? It's a joint, okay? It's where your ulnar head comes up and meets with your humerus, and it's a really solid bone, okay? So it's one bone, not 28 little bones like your hand. So you very seldom break your elbow when striking. Even though after a couple fights, if I threw a lot of elbows, it would swell up. You even get some fluid, which I've had to have drained, okay? But most of the time, your elbow is always going to win against the head or the face. Unlike your hand, a lot of times your hand loses that one. Okay. One other good thing the elbow does, it's a pointy prominence as well, so it's very likely to cut your opponent. And cutting your opponent is good. In the ring, it's good because they might stop the fight. You win by TKO. In the street, it's good because if you cut your opponent early, guys don't like to see their own blood. They freak out. And usually they don't freak out and fight better unless they're Arturo Gatti or, Chuck Liddell or, one of those guys, okay? Or Court McGee, especially lately, okay? Usually when guys see their own blood in a street fight, they don't want to fight anymore. They lose their heart, okay? So you want to cut somebody in a street fight, especially if he's trying to take your lunch money, okay? So it's also really good for close-in fighting, okay? You're not going to elbow from out here. Here you're going to punch, heel strike or something. But in close here, you're in a clinch, you want to elbow, okay? You can elbow horizontally, but you're actually coming down at an angle. You can also elbow vertically, okay? It's coming up, okay? And if you happen to have someone coming in for a shot and they're on your leg, you can also elbow from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Not in the UFC because it's against the rules. But you can elbow from all different angles. The most common elbow is just the horizontal elbow, which actually comes down at a little bit of an angle this way, diagonally. Okay, and what you want to do is hit him with the tip of your elbow and cut him and hurt him. Okay, so when you're in close, elbow. Don't give up all your hip though when you throw an elbow like when you throw a hip, because you don't want to miss the elbow. You're too close to your opponent. He can just grab you. He has your back now. So what you want to do is just pop it a little bit. You don't want to throw it as hard as you can and miss, and the next thing you know, you're going to be launched in the air. So you don't want to be this close to your opponent that way. Okay, so it's just quick. Pop, pop, pop. Okay? If you have your opponent on the ground, okay, it's going to be the same thing. Elbow, pop, pop. Okay, you can do it this way. Down, down. If you happen to be on this side, you can go like 3 to 9, okay? So you can hit it at all different angles, depending what angle you're at, okay? So you can go sweeping, or you can go up and down, or you can go side to side, okay? So that's the versatility of the elbow. Hey guys, Pit Master here. Okay, number 5, the 10 most effective strikes in martial arts. This is number 5. It's the forearm. Very closely related, okay, in use and in proximity to the elbow. Okay, so that's why I'm putting them together in the same lesson. Okay, the difference is very subtle, but I can show you the lesson in one very simple test. Okay, now you kneel down on the concrete. Okay, don't do this hard, and if you do, don't come suing me. That just means you're stupid. Okay, because I'm already telling you don't do it hard. But you can do it softly and you'll get my point. Okay? Now, you're here on the concrete. Just hit it really lightly with your elbow. Okay? You realize if you went to elbow somebody on the street and they move their head and you hit the tip of your elbow, you could crack it pretty easily. Okay? But if you hit your forearm a lot harder, there's also a bone right there. Okay? You also got a bone right there. It's your ulnar bone. But it's not quite as fragile if you hit it on the concrete or another really hard surface as the point of your elbow. So my point to that is it's used almost the same, but it's dropped straight down this way. And the way I would use that here, okay, instead of using it as in the point if I'm going down, or even if I was going to go up and down, I might think twice if it's on the concrete because he might move his head. I might opt to use the forearm as opposed to the elbow. So it would be this way, okay, and if I was on top of him here, just drop the forearm straight down. And believe me, if you bring your elbow down or your forearm down really hard on your opponent while he's on the ground, you can still do quite a bit of damage, okay? Especially if you do like 3 or 4 of them in a row, just like, okay? So that's how I'd use the forearm on the ground, okay? In standing, it would be very similar to a hammer blow, okay, or an elbow. It's in the middle. And it's in the middle in the strike and in proximity, okay? So here's your forearm, here's your elbow. A lot of times your opponent's right here. Okay, it's a little too far for an elbow, a little too close for a hammer blow. Just opt for the forearm, okay? That's why I included in this. It's kind of an in-between strike, but always remember that your forearm is there to use as well, okay? Thanks.